Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all doing well. My name is Captain, and welcome back to episode 3 of the Skyrim Let's Play. Last time we left off we were going to meet Irilith near the western watchtower west of Whiterun. We're going to deal with dragons, so let's get started with that.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons, world gone mad, I'd say.
The very first time I ever did this mission, I was shooting at the dragon with bow and arrow from the top of a watchtower, because the dragon decided to land on the side of a mountain and to fight some giants over in the giant camp. And at the end of the fight, after it was all done, the guards came back to the tower and I saw a Khajiit running from the forest towards me. And it was an assassin, and it had one of my arrows stuck in its face.
You ascended, and the 8 became 9. You walked among us, great Talos, not as God, but as man.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fellow who wrote the cookbook. Helgen, destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Here's the situation. A dragon is attacking the Western Watchtower.
A dragon?
Now we're in for it.
You heard right. I said a dragon. I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Housecarl, how can we fight a dragon?
That's a
I'd
fair
be a lot
question.
warmer and a lot
None of us
happier
have
with a
ever
belly
seen
full
a
of
dragon
meat.
before, or expected to face one in battle. But we are honor-bound to fight it, even if we
That's
fail.
good armor you've got there, friend.
Threatening our
Iron,
foes.
son of
Get
a
up,
Our
Jew.
families. Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
No, Housecarl.
But it's more than our honor at stake here. Think of it. The first dragon seen in Skyrim since the last age. The glory of killing it is ours, if you're with me. Now what do you say? Shall we go kill us a dragon?
Yeah!
Damn
yeah.
right.
Let's move out. What's the hurry?
Well, gonna kinda have to hurry right here, otherwise the dragon will burn down the whole city. Cut that. Now you can either follow her towards the tower, or, if you like me, get ahead of them. Who's this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Need something?
Yes? All right then.
Oh, that's right, as part of the Immersive patrols. Here you can find these random NPCs all over the world. Might as well wait for Irilith to catch up a little bit. There is a bit of a glitch that happens every so often where if you get too far ahead of them, they will just stop and they won't get to the location. Yeah, I think it's happening right now. There we go. No, maybe not. It's a pretty interesting mod out there where you can fix up the watchtower and make it your home. It's filled with inside dungeons, so you can have a chest area down there, you have a smithing area, obviously a bedroom area.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kinnereth, save us. Here he comes again.
Can't see him here. Oh, that's a bit too far.
Sovngarde. You are brave, Malan Olkoran. Your defeat brings me honor.
A few more arrow rolls and you'll just crash land. Just a little bit more. Oh hell no, you're way too close.
Glory to his Sovngarde.
Keep firing!
Take arrow look. Leave me alone.
Tobaki?
Damn, I think arrow had the last
Let's
arrow.
make sure that overgrown lizard is really dead. Damn good shooting, boys.
Some steel arrows. Oh, look at that gold.
Everybody, get back!
He won't be needing it. Oh, that guy. Oh, this one.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My
Should be automatically
grandmother
equipped,
used
no?
to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecar. You ain't a Nord.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
Spotted him whilst they were talking. Can't leave any good loot lying around. Might as well just sell for some coin. Let's make our way back and complete this quest. Again, I'm not trying to talk too much about what's going to happen next or anything after that, just in case, for whatever reason, just in case you guys haven't played Skyrim before. Don't want to spoil anything. So we did have a level up. So let's upgrade our stamina so we can run further. And now we have 2 perks to increase. Let's see. See if we can put another one to archery. Yes, we can. And then we'll put one into one-handed as well.
Yes? A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. She cannot hide from us forever. All we ask is to look for her.
So usually what will happen is when you discover these two in Whiterun, a guard will approach them.
We will be back.
And basically tell them that they are not welcome here in Whiterun. Once that dialogue is finished,
what brings you
they
to
will
the
then
market?
approach you and they'll start a quest line. If that doesn't happen, you can do exactly what I did and just open a dialogue with them instead.
Writhing in the filth of our own corruption, while you have ascended from the dust.
I'm sure I've said this before in previous playthroughs as well. It's when it comes to this game, I try not to talk too much over any NPCs who are talking, just so that way I don't spoil any dialogue for you guys. And on top of that, most of the time I'm just focused on the game. I like to enjoy the music, the atmosphere of it, and just the tiny details of it.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean?
The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? There's no question about that.
Oh, that's the wrong
It was a mighty deed. You've earned a place of honor among the heroes of Whiterun. But there must be more to it than that. Did something strange happen when the dragon died? So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice, the ability to focus your vital essence into a thume or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, Dragonborn?
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
So these are going to be weapons. Let me show you guys real quick. Axe of Whiterun is a generic looking axe, very much so. However, what's good about it is it has a specific name, one that is unique to the game. So you won't be finding another Axe of Whiterun anywhere within the game. So what we are going to do is we are going to use it for a little bit, and then we are going to put it away once we get a house. Either build it or perhaps get one here inside the city, and that's how we will collect it. Alright, let's get this. Let's go meet Lydia, one of the most iconic characters within the game.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold, a hero. The title of Thane is an honor, a gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are. As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life. Lead the way. I've got your back. Let's get going then.
I was always skeptical. I was always skeptical about taking Lydia out on any of the missions, only because she would always die somehow. Very first time ever, I took Lydia out to hunt some mammoths. So we took out some giants, took out some mammoths.
I work with my mother.
It was part of a mission for Isolde to get her a tusk, mammoth tusk. Next thing I know is I lost track of Lydia. I look over to the hills and I see her running away to fight some mammoths off in the distance.
Mercenary work?
Killed the mammoths, tried to find her, she wasn't anywhere. I couldn't even find her body. So then I had to look up, like, how do I find Lydia? Where the hell did she just disappear off to? And it turns out that one way to check whether she's dead or not is to check the Whiterun crypts. When you go down there, you will find Lydia's grave along with a flower next to it. And that's exactly what I found. Turns out that she went up to fight the mammoths and she pretty much got trampled to death. But with a recent... Oh, I realized you're kind of late. With one of the mods which I added to the game, it basically keeps Lydia and other characters similar to her, of similar importance, alive. So she cannot die. At most, she will get wounded and she'll be crawling on the ground, waiting for her health to go back up, making them invulnerable, if you will. Alright, let's try to kill some time, travel to Helgen, and then from there we'll take the road to the Greybeards. I was reading a recent post on Reddit. Apparently some guys just recently discovered that they can take the road to the Greybeards past Helgen through this side. Apparently what a lot of people do is they go all the way around up this road and then to High Hrothgar. Instead what you can do is just travel to Helgen and then take the road here. I thought that was already known to people, but turns out it isn't. Also along this line here, you'll have a few quests, but we'll do them later on. See if she's keeping up. Yep. Let's grab some ingredients along the way to make some potions. Best way to hunt rabbits. You don't even need a bow and arrow. Just shout the rabbit to death. Isn't that right? Still haven't decided whether to join the Stone Cloaks or the Imperials. I think I talked about them back in episode 1. I'll describe to you guys exactly what is happening between the Imperials and the Stone Cloaks.
You'd rather be plowing a field? Not me.
For now, since you haven't chosen any sides, they won't attack you whatsoever. So you can enter their camps.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them. Ulfric's not running a social club. You don't join anything. Either you're a true son of Skyrim, or you're not. If you are, then you make your way to Windhelm and talk to the man himself. If you're not, well, friend, you'd best walk away before this gets ugly. Skyrim is the birthplace of humanity, the birthplace of honor, and those snow-backed Imperials renounced both when they laid down before the Thalmor. Worse still, to pay for the privilege to keep his throne, the Emperor sells Skyrim and our very gods, Talos no less, to the damn elves. And what did Torygg do? He and the Jarls that supported him? They took the Emperor's gold, sold out their people for a slave master's peace treaty. Ulfric did right killing him. Soon we'll rid Skyrim of elves, their bloody Justicars, and the Jarls in their pockets. The whole damn lot of them. And we'll cleave through the Legion to get to them. At first they called us that to belittle our cause, but we gladly accept being named for Ulfric Stormcloak, the only true High King of Skyrim. We are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim, and Ulfric. He is the truest of us all. We fight to make our land great once more, to raise up strong, noble thanes, and lay low false jarls and the cowards who hide behind them. The sound of our fury is a storm about to break on the heads of our enemies. Our friendship, a cloak of true brotherhood for all who would wear it.
It's always difficult choosing which side you want to go for. There's always two sides to a story. You can't really honestly choose the right one without knowing both sides. With that being said, though, I am very strongly leaning towards the Stormcloaks for now. Sorry, not Stormcloaks, the Imperials even. Side of the Imperials, defeat the Rebellion, unite Skyrim and the Empire, and then turn on the Falmer. That's the way to do it. Ooh, snowberries. Can't wait to meet Barbas. Some of you will know who that is.
No more! A yield!
Give up while you still can!
For the Emperor!
And the Imperials won. So one of the mods, it's where you loot through all the bodies. They won't be needing it. They don't need it. They do them the favor of cleaning up after them and making some coin out of it. Oh, an officer
Keep your
as
guard
well.
up. Damn Stormcloak rebels.
That's great. Just move slightly to the left. There we go.
Stay sharp.
So one of the mods called Immersive Patrols, it adds these random encounters all over the map where you'll find Stormcloaks and the Imperials fighting each other. Anywhere between 10 v10 to 20v20 to some of them being up to 30v30. And then occasionally you'll see reinforcements coming in to help them out, depending if they are close to a Stormcloak camp or Imperial camp. It just makes it more it makes it more immersive. It makes it seem like the actual land is at war. Now, what's up, Maik?
Maik wishes you well. Maik is always in search of calibers, yet he finds none. Where could they have gone? Maik carries 2 weapons to be safe. What if one breaks? That would be most unlucky. Maik hears many stories of war, yet few of them are true. Maik is tired now. Go bother somebody else.
So, for those who don't know who Maik is, if you've ever played Skyrim, you would have found him everywhere around the world. He could be anywhere on the map on your travels, just approach him and talk to him. And he's got dozens of lines of dialogue that you can explore with him. Not all at once, they have to be spaced out. And some of the stuff he says, people have made memes out of it, let's put it that way. But Mike, he's also been Maik, if you ever played any of the other Elder Scroll games, you'll find Maik in almost every single game, suggesting he is immortal.
That takes care of that.
Let's please save again, just in case. Alright, what do we have here? We have a butterfly jar. The butterfly jar, you'll find them every so often. They're nothing special as such. It's something you can collect, but it's not exactly necessary. Yeah, let's read this one real quick. Situated on the eastern banks of Lake Harwich, the city of Riften serves as a reminder of a bygone era. The once proud streets and buildings have vanished and been replaced with a collection of wooden structures and rough stonework, shrouded in a permanent fog like mist. In order to understand how such a large city became nothing more than a glorified fortress, one need only look to the history books for answers. Riften was a major hub of activity for trade caravans and travelers to and from Morrowind. Fishing skiffs could be seen dotting the lake at all hours of the day, and the bustling city was alive with activity at night. The city guard was formidable and maintained a tight grasp on its populace, keeping them safe from harm. The marketplace in Riften was also quite a draw, containing numerous stands offering wares from across Tamriel. In 4E98, amidst the confusion of the Void Knights, Huskan Crossed Daggers was installed as Jarl when the previous Jarl had been assassinated. Although many believe that Huskan was responsible and cries of protest filled the streets of Riften, the Jarl took the throne and immediately took action to protect his station. Using the city guard, he had the streets cleared of protesters and initiated a curfew. Any caught breaking the curfew was immediately jailed without process or executed if it was a repeated offense. For over 40 years, Huskan ruled Riften with a black heart and an iron fist. He imposed ridiculous taxes upon his subjects and any merchants that wished to sell their wares within the city walls. Huskan kept most of the coin for himself, using it to construct a massive wooden castle with unnecessarily lavish quartering within. The castle took 7 years to build, and became a visual reminder of the people's oppression, which earned its nickname, Huskan's Folly. Towards the end of his reign, the streets of Riften became littered with refuse and its people plagued by disease and hunger. Then, in 4E129, the people had finally had enough. With their numbers, they were able to temporarily overwhelm the city guard long enough to set Huskan's Folly on fire with a greedy Jarl still within. As the fighting commenced, the fires spread through the city unchecked. By the morning, the people had emerged victorious, but not without great cost. Most of the city was now in ruins, and many had died. It took 5 years to rebuild Riften into a smaller city that it is today. And even though 50 years have passed since then, it is still yet to fully recover. Some believe it will never achieve a level of affluence it saw at the beginning of the Fourth Era, but there are a few who still hold on to the hope that Riften can return from the ashes and become a center of commerce once again. Alright, so there's a little bit about the city of Riften, which we shall be visiting soon after the Greybeards. Stones of Baron Zaya Volume 2, we'll hold onto that one until we get the first volume. Gotta read the books in order. Only the Psycho reads them the wrong way around. What is that? What is this? Alchemist Journal. Okay. Coming to this area was a brilliant decision. The local flora seemed to have many useful properties that I've been able to utilize into new potions. Outside, the rich soil has allowed the cuttings I've collected to grow into fine and beautiful plants. This afternoon, I think I will journey out for more mushrooms as my current supply is beginning to dwindle. On a personal note, I have moved my alchemy work outside the shack. I find the midday air is a boon to my health, as well as inspirational to my work. Now, I wonder what happened to her, or him. Oh, there's some mushrooms there. Perfect, plenty of ingredients for ourselves. I don't think she's ever coming back anyway, so... Ah well. Let's keep moving on. See how close we are. Yep, we just need to make it around this mountainside, and we'll be there.
That's the last of them.
The atmosphere in the game is just so relaxing. You could spend hours upon hours just traveling the wilderness and the landscape in Skyrim and not get bored whatsoever. It's like driving in GTA 5. You do everything in GTA 5, you just end up going around driving all over the place. It's a similar effect of that. It's difficult to not get bored that way. Unless you do it for way too long, but I guess you could. What seemed to always bother me about this game though is this beehive right here. You can never get it. When you get too close, you enter the cave. Let's take one of these down, shall we? Gotta get our own bow. Got him out of practice. Ah, that's a failure. Well, they get to live for a little bit longer. Now, we won't be exploring any dialogue here just yet, because we're going to just get it out of the way, climbing up those 7,000 steps, which recently, well I say recently, a while back, a YouTuber climbed the 7,000 steps to High Hrothgar and he counted every single one. Turns out there actually isn't 7,000.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Klimek?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done. I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thu'um, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them. Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous. Be careful up there.
You save that now. I always kill this bear along the way towards the steps. This seems part of tradition. I might come to regret it. Lydia!
What's the... Oh, no, you don't.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Oh shit, I just shot you right in the back of the head. Try it bad, just felt on Lydia. She's a ranger. God, Lydia's such a good meat shield, aren't you? There you are. Thank you.
Hey, look, a cave. Wonder what's inside.
Nothing that concerns us just yet. Is there another body over here? Yes, there is. If I remember correctly, the cave is filled with bears, so if you need any leather or just bear pelts for whatever reason, that's the place to go to. Actually, all of Riften is. If you just go into any of this area here, you'll find so many bears, you'll have all the leather in the world. That combined with wolves and deer, you'll be fine. Hunting made easy. You don't need a bow and arrow, just shoot 'em to death.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means. I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way. They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation. Until next time.
I think this is the only place you could actually meet an NPC. He always stays around the 7,000 steps area. You won't find him anywhere else in Skyrim. At least not to my knowledge. Yep, I know, Lydia. Not again. But soon we'll have our fun. Very soon. For it's not just only wolves that are on these mountains. Oh, I say that. I found a playlist of Skyrim music. It's got this particular tune right now on it. The playlist is 10 hours long, and I usually listen to that in the background whenever I'm working on any university projects or if I'm just editing stuff. It's just relaxing, it's peaceful, it's also nostalgic as well. Because when you think about it, Skyrim is what, 9-10 years old now? Used to play it all the time back in the 360. Just reminds me of the good old days. Not that the current days aren't good, don't get me wrong. Like my life right now, it's awesome, it's great. It's just those old memories, it's almost like you'll never get them back.
I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries. Huh? Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind. Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
She wasn't much of a talker, but hey. Don't remember the flames looking like this back in the 360. I mean, yeah, I got a mod on as well, but the Series X just makes it look so more vivid. The one thing that frost trolls are weak to is fire. That's exactly what I remembered about this pass. I say that. Is he just stuck up there? Oh, this should be easy then. Oh, he regenerates.
Now you'll pay.
He regenerates health. Ah, damn it. It's like a bow and arrow it is. Look at that health regeneration. Jesus. Oh no. Alright, Lydia, you know what to do. Do it, Lydia, do it.
Boost!
Uh-oh. Climb up the rock so we can't get to you. He just completely destroyed Lydia. Damn. I think we've all struggled with this frost troll at some point or another. See, shoot him once, he runs away, suddenly his health is all the way back. That's irritating. Yeah, you tell him, Lydia. Let's see if I can... Do I have anything that's enchanted with flames by any chance? Shock damage? Nope. Got some steel arrows, that's +2 damage, maybe that'll work. No, missed him. Nope, Lydia's down again. Damn it. On the bright side, the archery's getting higher. Nope, I still can't do enough damage to him.
Boost!
Can't reach him from the Reaver. Alright, there's only one thing for it. If you can't deal with him right now, deal with him later.
I'll kill you if I have to.
Yep, you do that, Lydia. I'll see you up ahead. God, he's chasing me. Stamina potion. Just keep running, just keep running. I don't remember the frost troll taking that much. Ah, that's because I've got the mod activated. Yeah, so I have this mod that gives all the NPCs extra fighting abilities, and I'm pretty sure one of the aspects of the mod is it makes them stronger. So, yeah, the troll regenerating health like that, well, yeah, there's a good reason for it. Just need to level up a little bit more, get some extra spells, some stronger ones, and then we'll go deal with that Frost Troll at some point. But not today. Shit, I'm trying to loot the chest, but I'm realizing you actually put stuff into it for once. What are the supplies? I guess I'm fine with this. Gonna take all the ingredients though. Welcome back, Lydia. Let's see how much beat up you are. Yeah, not looking too bad.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngeir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Honestly, I want to learn the shout. Let's do this one.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky, and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro! You learn a new word like a monster. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let Let us see how quickly you can master your new Thum. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Force, go!
I like how they make no comment about me destroying the whole place.
Well done. Again.
Force, go!
You learn quickly. Once more.
Force, go!
Impressive. Your Thum is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which
By
means
Lydia.
whirlwind.
Wold.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a Thum.
Lydia
Approach
hears
Master
your
Bori
warning.
and he will gift you his knowledge of Wold.
This is some intense work, Lydia. Gotta stand there, listen to it.
Now,
Let's quickly equip the share before we forget about
we'll
it.
see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Wulfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori.
X.
Wold. Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
X. Wold.
Lock mode, sir.
Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself. You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. Good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. 5. Our leader, Paarthurnax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
Cannot wait to meet Paarthurnax.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals. The voice was a gift of the goddess, although the true mastery of in the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
Alright. Thing what we'll do is we'll end there for episode 3, and in episode 4 we'll go to retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller. So if you guys have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like and a comment, and please do subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. See you next time.